I need to get this deal because if I own this building, I'm going to be like, you know, people are going to know me, or you know, it's going to add X amount of dollars or strength to my portfolio. But it sounds like you have less of an ego in a sense that like you need to buy the deals and you just, hey, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like,
because in real estate, value is what you pay up front. That's how you make money. It's what you pay. You can do all sorts of things to improve a property, but if you overpay for it, you limit your upside from day one. So, you know, you got to pay what you think is appropriate. And sometimes that is over market and what, you know, the market, you're seeing it differently. I'm not saying you're always like nickel and diamond. You got to be the cheapest guy, but you got to know that you're getting something that pencils, and you're not like, anybody can manipulate a pro forma to show like incredible returns. Like there's 100 variables in a pro forma, you know, so you got to be honest with yourself about it, and you got to say, this is what I think it's actually worth, and I'm going to stick to that, you know, and I'm not going to move off that, and I'm going to really understand. And sometimes that means I'm paying more than somebody else will, but sometimes it means less, but in a time frame that works for a seller or whatever. So just being flexible.
I think one strength that you have is I don't hear any like ego coming out, like where again, same with a lot of the more successful people in my network. To them, it doesn't, like, it's not an ego play for them. Like for me, it's not a unit count in property management. Like I don't care if I have 4,000 units or 8,000 or 1,000. Like it's just, I want to have a good company. And so in the right relationships and the right assets under management. But for you, like, I think in your shoes, it would be easy to be like, I need to get this deal because if I own this building, I'm going to be like, you know, people are going to know me, or you know, it's going to add X amount of dollars or strength to my portfolio. But it sounds like you have less of an ego in a sense that like you need to buy the deals and you just, hey, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like I don't care if I own 100 properties or 50 properties. It's just got to make sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty private. I mean, even coming on a podcast, honestly, is like
convince
a
you to do
stretch
this.
For me. Yeah, that's not a big motivator for me. Like,
awesome.
I want to do the right thing for my family. You know, anytime that I've raised money, try to make sure that I'm being wise about that and do a good thing for partners. I want to bet on people when I partner with people that I'm investing with. You know, those things are way more important to me. And like the way I'm treating tenants and, you know, setting things up, and property managers are partners, attorneys are partners, you know. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Thanks for saying that. I don't care. If, you know, I don't really care. Like, I'm not buying a cool building because...
to put your name on it.
Yeah, I'm not into that. That's not a motivator for me. Everybody's got an ego of something.
Oh, for sure.
But,
yeah.
I like having cool buildings because I'm like, this is super fun. You know, I love the architecture of this. This was built 250 years ago. You know, that stuff's super fun.